MKO Abiola.
Not you as well.
Did I do it right?
Morning,
I guess I
OG.
didn't. I cannot beat Mr. Ifeani's record, can
Nobody
I?
can.
Good morning, Rufai.
Morning,
I missed you yesterday.
Yeah, great.
Yes.
Good to be here today.
Thank you. Well, good morning to you, viewers. Here are some of the stories that are trending across the globe.
In Afghanistan, an international effort to evacuate members of the girls' national soccer team, along with dozens of family members and Soccer Federation staff, is underway. The rescue effort, which suffered a crushing setback last week after a suicide bombing at the Kabul airport killed 169 Afghans and 13 U.S. service members during a harrowing airlift, has been tagged Operation Soccer Ball. While in the United States, a rescue team is searching for 5 missing sailors after a helicopter crashed in the ocean off Southern California. One sailor was rescued shortly after the crash of the MH-60S helicopter on Tuesday. According to reports, the helicopter was conducting what the Navy described as a routine flight operation. And 3 days after the powerful Hurricane Ida pounded southern Louisiana, the damage from the storm astounded officers on Wednesday as reconnaissance flights revealed entire communities devastated by winds and floods. In the United Kingdom, controversial TV personality Piers Morgan has expressed excitement after being cleared of breaching the British broadcasting rules by Ofcom, following comments he made on air about the Duchess of Sussex, Meghan Markle, in the wake of her bombshell interview with media mogul Oprah Winfrey. In Italy, Pope Francis criticized the West's 2-decade-long involvement in Afghanistan as an outsider attempt to impose democracy, reacting to the U.S. withdrawal from Afghanistan. During a radio interview on Wednesday, the pontiff said it was necessary to put an end to the irresponsible policy of intervening from outside and building democracy in other countries while ignoring the traditions of the people. In India, the death of a veteran separatist politician, Saeed Ali Shah Jalani, who passed on Wednesday in the city of Sri Lanka at the age of 91, has prompted authorities to deploy troops around the city and shut down the internet as a precautionary measure. Before his death, Jalani had been under house arrest for the last 12 years after leading several anti-India protests. Under sports, 5-time Ballon d'Or winner Cristiano Ronaldo became the highest scoring male player in international football history with his 110th goal for Portugal on Wednesday. Finally, under entertainment, Hollywood actress Angelina Jolie's mission to empower children around the world with the tools to fight back for their rights has been documented in a book that she has written with Amnesty International called Know Your Rights and Claim Them.
These are their rights, rights decided years ago based on what would make them healthy, balanced adults, safe and stable adults. So this book is to help the kids have a tool book to say, these are your rights. These are things you need to question to see how far you, depending on your country and circumstance, are from accessing those rights. What are your obstacles? Others that came before you and fought. Ways you can fight. So it's a handbook to fight back.
Now let's begin what's trending in Nigeria. President Muhammadu Buhari's media aide, Garba Shehu, on Wednesday accused the separatist group, the indigenous people of Biafra, of stockpiling weapons and bombs across the country. He made this comment while responding to Amnesty International's report that at least 200 members of Ipob, NSAS protesters, and former militants from the Niger Delta have been subjected to unresolved and forced disappearances, according to him. Amnesty International, an international non-governmental organization, deploys its defense in favor of members of Ipob at the expense of the unity of the nation. He noted that the international NGO is being used as cover for the organization's local leaders to pursue their self-interest. Let's take a quick tweet, Rufai, before I come to you. The presidency pays more attention to the people allegedly stockpiling arms than the people actually using them. Rufai, what do you make of, I believe, it's Latunji's comment?
Yeah. I mean, it goes back to that narrative. What you do speaks so loud we can't hear what you say.
Right.
It is so easy for Garba Shehu to say people are stockpiling them. The question Amnesty asks is that the people that were attacked during NSAS protests and some other IPOB members, where are they? Account for them.
Correct. That's the rhetoric.
It's simple as ABC. And now you are calling them terrorists. This same Garba Shehu is calling them terrorists. This was the same Garba Shehu that they asked, oh, why can't you declare people terrorists, the bandits, the terrorists that are operating in the Northeast? You said what the federal government has done to them, to fight them, is more than declaring them as terrorists. You see, let's be truthful about this country. We can't build a country this way. What is happening? Let's speak truth to power. Amnesty asks a direct question. Answer the question. The next thing you are deflecting, you are saying they are stockpiling bombs and everything everywhere. If they are stockpiling bombs, wouldn't you have arrested them till date?
Right.
We had somebody that come on television that talked about the sponsors of crime and criminality in this country and terrorism. Nobody has said anything about them. We don't get reactions for that. What is happening?
Right.
Let's make peace reign in this country, please.
All right, Tundu, before I come to you, I'll take another story because of time, and then you can discuss both. Nigerians on social media have reacted to the federal government's threat to issue a red card to television and radio stations in Nigeria for alleged breach of broadcast ethics. The Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, while speaking with the news agency of Nigeria on Wednesday in Sal Island, Cape Verde, said many stations have resorted to making incendiary comments which has set a tone of panic in the country. He referenced words like genocide and ethnic cleansing, which he claims have now taken over the airwaves, insisting that every war was preceded by those types of mindless rhetoric, especially when it comes from influential people. The minister went further to state that the National Broadcasting Commission and other regulators would ensure that broadcast stations abide by its statutory laws and ethics or otherwise be sanctioned. Well, Tundu, over to you for the story.
Well, I'll start with Amnesty International,
Sure.
which, as the name suggests, is international. So it's not like they have a particular bone to pick with Nigeria. They take other nations to task, Nicaragua, Uganda, even the United Nations. They are a human rights watchdog. And it's extremely concerning to me to have a democratic government constantly at loggerheads with a human rights watchdog. What is that saying? What Amnesty International is talking about is about the disappearance of maybe 100 people or thereabouts. But it also calls to mind the disappeared in 1976 in Argentina. Those were tens of thousands. And this is the way the government there responded with this kind of vitriol. And I find it extremely disturbing. I also find the Minister for Information, Alhaji Lai Mohammed's comments, also disturbing in a democratic government. This attempt to gag the media is also a hallmark of a dictatorship.
Absolutely.
So he is right to the extent that words like genocide and ethnic cleansing cannot be bandied about. But this is really not the point. This is just the tip of the iceberg with a constant attempt to gag the media. This is dictatorial.
Well, Dr. Abati, please, your comment on both stories, if
Well,
you can.
I can only just say one or two words.
Sure.
First, on the Garba Shehu statement. The Garba Shehu statement dismissed Amnesty International as an illegal body. That is not true. He also says that Amnesty International is only ranting, and the federal government is not interested in what Amnesty International is saying. But, you know, Amnesty International, in that their report, reminded Nigeria that Nigeria is a member of international organizations, signatory to the International Covenant on the Safety of Persons, on Civil and Political Rights, and also on the International Convention on the disappearance, the forced disappearance of persons. And they provided details about Adiyata, about Wanadika, about members of Ipob that disappeared after SSI Egweke 2
Right.
and Operation Python Dance 2. These are specific issues. And they are accusing the Nigerian government of not initiating processes to establish the truth and ensure justice. That's what Amnesty International is saying. I don't think that's something that Garba Shehu should say they are ignoring. And it's wrong to see it as a foreign organization. Most of the people working in Amnesty International Nigeria, they are Nigerians. The head of the place is a lady called Usai Ojigo. That's her name.